Om Namah Shivaya, my friends. I've come today to speak about who the Holy Spirit is to me. And I hope that it resonates with you. If not, maybe re-listen to the message and see if you can pick anything up from within. My messages come from within. I speak with the Holy Spirit every day. Today on Easter, I was thinking about the sign of the cross, the way it goes Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit are the arms that are able to reach out and hug. Hug a tree, hug your friends, hug your children. And I took a few days to sit back and reflect on how the Holy Spirit has shaped me since being a child and going to Catholic school and needing to find comfort in a mother figure. A mother figure that I needed in my life to be loving, kind, forgiving, gentle, and nurturing above all else. And it made me think about the lack of that in this world. The lack of showing each other genuine nurturance from within the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit that resides within a hug. I follow a guru. Her name is Prema Sudha. I love her very deeply. And she stays at an ashram in India with Amma, who is a hugging saint. She hugs millions of people, thousands and thousands of people she's wrapped her arms around. And there's a huge message in that, in giving your love through the Holy Spirit and to others. In astrology, the moon represents the mother. But there's a theory that the moon is a false construct. It reflects down to the earth. And there was a vision that I had while I was meditating about that. And the vision was a full moon shining upon the waters below it. And the waters reflecting that moon in a sphere, a white sphere. And now we're going to wrap ourselves in the arms of the Holy Spirit in protection, in guidance, in love. And, you know, there's another mother who is the most true, that is not separate from us in the sky. The real mother is below our feet. It's Mother Gaia, Mother Earth. And as we tap into these earthing energies, you know, I just want to share what I've been up to a little bit. I went to a holy site yesterday. I went to Serpent Mound. And it was very impromptu. I really didn't say much of anything about it to anybody, but it was a message that I had heard from Holy Spirit to go and pray. And pray for people to awaken to the love of their true nature, of their true mother, because there is nature versus nurture. And the nurturance that comes from something that's separate from you, from a false construct, has the ability to influence your heart and how you express. And there was something that totally blew my mind while I was there, was that Serpent Mound was desecrated. There was another loop in the snake by the neck, and they removed it and made it a straight line instead of a curve. Instead of its true nature, they altered it to alter what? What were they trying to alter? I sat in meditation for hours while I was there. And one of the things that I have come to realize was that they tried to silence the snake. They tried to silence the serpent. They tried to take the throat away. For what reasons? Why did they do that in that specific place? And I believe that it's because they didn't want us to be able to communicate with our own true nature and with the Holy Spirit, with our mother that resides within us. The mothering of our own true nature, that we can speak and share those messages with others. And this bastardization of something so sacred and revered by our ancestors was taken from them. And, you know, I'm sure you, like anyone else, can look back on moments where you had been silenced or taken for granted for your love that you embody, that you represent, and that you speak on. So I'm gonna pull a card. Holy Spirit, please speak through me. You know what? This one's hot. Nest, the home. Like a bird, like a mama bird with her eggs in her nest. We have the ability to tap into our own true nature, into our own true Holy Spirit, to provide a happy home. And this will allow true nurturance of Holy Spirit in that egg. True nurturance of divine guidance to our children and also to our peers, you know. We need to look out for each other more, you guys. Instead of playing some sort of a blame game like, well, this is what I went through, so this is just how I act. I don't think that's acceptable, because now we are adults and we have the ability to see through our own false constructs. We have the ability to step up to the plate, you know, the batter is up. And then we're allowed to shine our light from our own Holy Spirit, from our own Son, from the Jesus Christ within, you know. Yeshua said, I am the way, and he was the Son of God. And understanding that we have masculine and feminine within ourselves, that we can marry and allow the flames of love to ignite into the fires of the Holy Spirit, into the passion of the Christ. We're able to deliver ourselves from evil. And I just think that that is beautiful. I'm like asundered by how bright the sun appears today, and feeling these pure white light codes like pouring down into Mother Gaia through us, because we're the channel, right? We're the beacon, we're the antenna, we're the pyramid that allows the light to illuminate each side of us at a specific given time, depending on the time of the day. So in the morning when you wake up and you feel the sunlight coming down, just know that it's coming down and piercing through you, piercing through all of the darkness. It's bringing all of the darkness up into the light now. And it's allowing you to look at the nest that you had built for your spirit to live in, for you to give the nurturance to those around you and to those who also live inside of your nest, inside of your bubble. It brings quick clarity, and it might not look pretty, and it might not feel great at the time when you realize I do have those streaks of darkness within myself, but we all do. It's up to you what you'd like to, it's up to you what would we like to do with this? It's up to you to showcase your emotional ability, your emotional capabilities. It's up to you to reflect the moonlight that had shone upon you in the dark. It's the light in the dark that you saw and that you needed at the time. And it was just there anyway, right? You had no control over it. It was the light that shined upon you, this false construct, this moon. And as you absorbed those light codes into your own waters, it altered the memory that the water held into something that is a nature versus nurture type of thing. Are you enacting your nurturance, which might not have been true to your own nature? You know, there's a lot of internal conflict that can happen inside of your alchemical container whenever you realize that there's energy there that is not truly yours. So I think that, you know, whenever you're doing your own shadow work and you're reflecting on your own Holy Spirit, on your own alchemical fires of transmutation, you know, the snake sheds its skin, the serpent sheds its skin, but the serpent is also one that represents, you know, our divine feminine nature. So spider, creativity. So you have the ability to, this is fun. Okay, you have the ability now, understanding that there are some levels that need creatively transformed. You're the weaver of your own timeline. I'm not the weaver of your timeline, and you're not the weaver of mine. We have a lot that we can teach each other by being together in these different spheres of interaction. and within these different containers of relationship that we pour our waters into. So as you pour your clean water out and into someone else's cup, to show them that maybe there's some sediment in here that needs to be flushed out. It's not anything that one needs to take personally. Instead, remain non-dual and centered, right? Your energy is not the energy alone that is in this cup. You need to identify which parts of you want to fill your cup with. You should be filling your cup with all parts of you, instead of looking for external validation, right? External validation of the mother. And realize that mother, that Holy Spirit, resides already within you. You just have to tune into it. And to that we say Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Let the waters run clear. Let the, wow, I just had a wash of whoosh. Let that whoosh, Holy Spirit fires of alchemical transmutation just clear the dead leaves and debris that lie underneath the tree. The controlled burn of the Holy Spirit. I want one more. The hungry ghost of fear. Again, I'm thinking about being in the dark with one bright light in the sky, the moon, the nurturance. You don't need to fear the darkness, because you are the light. And through fear, that feeds a hungry ghost inside of you, which will just eat you up. That's pretty natural, that's kind of just the way that goes, unfortunately. So tuning in, creatively transmute this fear in whatever way you see fit, but do no harm. Do no harm. Do no harm. I am going to pull a Mother Mary card for us today, as we are reflecting on, wow, the Mother. And today comes to us Our Lady of Resurrection. This is the resurrection code. This is the hug that you needed when you decided to take the turn into something that reflected your nurturance instead of your own true nature. And this is the new turn. It's the bend in the neck that was removed, that you can imagine in your mind exactly where the bend should be, and then feel into it. Feel where the bend. I'm hearing just around the river bend. Pocahontas. Yeah. It's embracing yourself. It's giving yourself a hug. It's a somatic form of nurturing yourself. If you need a hug, just give it to yourself. Your body will still feel arms wrapped around it. That's going to reduce the stress on your nervous system. Try it out today. Or give somebody else a hug. But do it from here. Do it from your heart. Do it with love. The love that you want to give yourself. The love that you want to receive, you need to give. That feels right. Today, do something that feels right. Because home is where the heart is, and home is where the Holy Spirit resides. Build your nest with love of the Holy Spirit and the Divine Mother. Nests are built with resources from the Mother, from Mother Gaia. We see twigs, leaves, up inside of a tree, an ancient being that holds much knowledge and wisdom. As you sit at the base of this tree and look up at the wildlife, at the life that's teeming above you, right? There's life teeming below you as well. We're all one, you know. We're all tied together. And when one talks to spirit, the Holy Spirit, they are tuning into the same frequency that runs across the planet on the horizontal plane as the dragons do. I feel my lions near me now. They come to sit on each side. Strong cat energy. I heard that there's a Leonid meteor shower tomorrow. I heard it from another reader. Thank you, reader. You know who you are. If you're watching me. There are many eyes watching, just as we can all look up at the same bright moon from wherever you are on the planet, and let that light reflect down upon you. Let the light reflect your own nurturance and how you are that light for someone else, and you have the responsibility to show the nurturance that you wish to see reflected upon the waters of creation. Jema. Be blessed. Happy Easter. Much love.